Okay, so that's the results. Finally, the conclusion. The good thing about scientific papers is that we already know what the author's going to say. There's limited support for the argument presented by the neo-Malthusians. Population pressure doesn't seem to lead to conflict. Yes, we could just have read the abstract to tell us that, but the empirical evidence really needs to be put on record so that other students of world politics, such as yourselves, can build on this research and hopefully improve on it. That, after all, is part of scientific progress. We do the best we can with the tools available to us, but when new data, new methods, new theories emerge, we need to revisit the existing science and see if it still stands up to scrutiny. Alternatively, we need to reproduce the same methods only in different parts of the world or in different time periods, or perhaps one of the measures used in the paper, say GDP, has found to be defective and a new alternative version has been developed. We can redo the whole thing with the new variable. That's science, and that's how politics can be a science if we're prepared to work hard enough. Okay, finally, let's revisit those learning outcomes. To learn how to read a scientific paper, well, hopefully now you'll have an idea how to read a scientific paper. They tend to have a fairly standard structure, including an introduction, some history and contextualization, hypotheses, a research design, the operationalization, the results and analysis, and a conclusion. But this isn't set in stone, there is some variation. To find out what a hypothesis is. A hypothesis is a statement which is both falsifiable and testable. It's possible to find in favour of a hypothesis, it's possible to find against a hypothesis. It's also possible to find for the null hypothesis. To understand how to read a regression table, you may never have seen one of these before, so don't expect to understand it all right away. We'll look at some more of these in the course, and you'll see them again in your second year methods module. If you want to try building these, then take my third year methods module. Finally, to learn what Malthusianism is. Malthus said that population growth would outstrip food production, and recent neo-Malthusians say we've reached or are reaching that point and will face conflict as a result of it. Well, we can't predict the future, but authors like Henrik Erdl can look at the past and find that at least so far the evidence just isn't there to support the argument made by the neo-Malthusians. So there we have it, a scientific paper. Quite different to any of the papers we've looked at so far. Hopefully, these 9 videos have given you some of the tools you need to read other scientific papers in world politics.